Well, hello everybody.
How's she cutting, folks?
We are back in the kitchen with a pile of greenery.
Today we have the most amazing treat for you. We are going full on Christmas with the ultimate mulled wine, and we might be doing something extra. What might that be, Claire?
A few little extra bits. Definitely something to do with all of this greenery. Upgrade a wreath that we've had for many years. I want to show you that, and perhaps a few other decorations around. We'll see how it all pans out.
I can't wait for the wine. I think the wreath's gonna look good.
Yeah.
Let's get in.
Yeah, let's go. So just heading off now for a few more bits. Greenery. It is a disgusting day. Can't even see the mountain, can't even see beyond the hedges down there. So yeah, it's not good. But I'm gonna do just a quick recce around the garden to see what greenery I can pick up for the wreath. So we're on the lookout for greenery, and these pine trees are right at the back of the barns, and they're lovely really, although I'm not sure they're going to be staying there because they do bring a lot of shade. But I'm just going to see if I can snip some of these for the wreath. We found some holly here, and it's funny because only some of the holly seems to have berries. Maybe someone can tell me what holly needs, like how do you get berries on the holly, or how do you get berries to come on the holly? Maybe you're meant to cut it back or something, and that'll force them to come. But anyway, holly looks good. Got two helpers, dog and cat. Hey Clemmy! This little cottage is just a hive of plants and shrubs, and one day I'll get it under control and be able to look at. So to start with, I just want to show you this. This is looking a bit sad now. We've had this for 2 years, and I absolutely, maybe 3 years actually, I absolutely loved it when it was first made for us. It was made by Ina McCarthy for Flowers in Middleton. Big shout out there, by a girl called Lauren, and she did an amazing job. And we were actually selling our house at the time, and I put it on the door, and yes, the house sold. Just like that. No, it was great. And actually, even though we had it that year, and then I put it away and looked after it, and then the next year I took it back to her, and I think she charged me like a tenner just to put a few, to renew it almost. So we don't live in Middleton anymore, so I'm going to have to try and, that's a big task, but I'm going to have to try and make this work somehow with what I have here. So I have been out to the garden. I showed you a couple of clips, what I was picking, and I've got all of this. We're going to try and get all of this to work. I've got a few berries here as well. Not so many berries from the holly, unfortunately, this year. And then I had actually dried some of the old pine cones that we had on the massive pine trees that we had that were taken down recently. They're on our other video on West Cork Wonder, but we had some super pine trees, massive ones, and unfortunately they had to come down because they're just too close to the building. But I saved some of these with the idea that either I would use them as fire starters for my smoker in my hive, and also maybe for decoration. So I've just got a couple left, so we might be able to put them to use, and it'd be nice to use them too. So everything is from the garden, or from here. So just wanted to show you just how easy it is just to pick a pile of green. I'm very lucky in that the lady who used to live here, she had a lovely little garden in the outside section, which we call, it's like a little cottage. It was an old cottage or an old building, we can see on the previous maps. So she has that full of all sorts of amazing shrubs, and even some flowering plants, flowering shrubs. And my mother will kill me because I don't know the names of any of these, but look at these. These are amazing. Pink flowers. I don't know if we're going to use all of this, but we'll see how it goes. And then also last night I just dried some apple and some orange, and I have cinnamon, and we might incorporate those as well. So first of all, though, I need to try to take this apart. So the old wreath seems to be made of little bunches like this. I don't know that I can completely redo this, but I will try to do something similar. I've never done a wreath like this ever, so I think first thing is to just try and clear off all the old stuff. The actual wreath itself, which is made of straw, it's in perfect condition. So I'm thinking if I can remove the wires that are holding on the little pieces, but there was so much in this, and you never know, we might be able to keep some bits, but a lot of it has gone past its sell-by date, as they say. So I think the best thing is just to cut the wires and start from scratch. Right, back to the basics. So this is your straw wreath, and I have cut everything off. There's still a few bits of wire on, but I've left those because they actually might come in handy when I'm attaching things. This is also full of all sorts of wildlife, insects and all sorts. So unfortunately, and I guess because it's all natural, you're going to get that spiders and beetles and all sorts of things fell out of this when I started taking it apart. This is meant to be like totally recyclable, I think. So I guess the wire though isn't, but everything else is. So we're going to keep going. What I'm going to start doing is I'm going to just try to do what she had done on this, which is make very small little bouquets, I suppose you could call them. Maybe of this size. Putting a few greenery bits together and tying them off and seeing how that looks. So I'm going to take a little bit of several different species of shrub and see if I can fill them out that way. Another one. I don't really want to waste any of it either, so maybe the pine is the main one. So I've just popped these together in little bunches like this. They don't look terribly exciting yet until I actually put them together, but they're all here. There's all sorts of mixtures of colours and shrubs and all sorts. But before I do that, I've just come back from dropping ash to Skull, and I spied a few of these spruce trees, which I thought I could use as sort of the background of it. So I'm going to start by putting these on. They're super, super spiky, hence the gloves. So I might cut a few lengths of string and attach those first. And then with the hope then afterwards we can attach the little kind of bouquets of shrubs afterwards. This is the plan anyway. Might all go terribly wrong. Oh, that look amazing. Oh, sorry, really. I hit your head. Oh, scissors. Now, probably pieces of wire would be better. But anyway, I don't have a lot of wire, so I'm going to use this string. Just attach them on like this, and I'm just going to keep going around. This. So I fixed those ones on. There was like 5. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces. Now I'm going to just attach the other pieces, the little bouquets that I made, in sort of the same place as the initial pine pieces. We're doing okay. I had to take it all off and resize it all because they were just too large. The lengths were too large.
This looks freaking massive, Claire.
I still don't know if it's going to be too large, but we'll see what happens.
It does look good. It does look big.
This wreath making is more difficult than I realised. However, we're kind of getting places. My hands are destroyed. I went into the woods on the way back from school to pick some of this spruce, and it has spiked me everywhere. So yeah, rashes all over them. Anyway, I've got the basis of it right, I feel. I may need to trim off a few bits. I'm now going to just add on, I'm not quite sure where I can put you for this, but I'm going to add on the little extras that I have, just to kind of finish it off. And I think we're done. It's way bigger than I thought it would be. I have no idea where we're going to put this. Our back door, it's too big for, and our front door we don't even use. So I don't know where it's going to go, unless it goes on a glass door or something. I don't know. But anyway, we'll work that one out. Or maybe it should just hang inside somewhere. I'm not sure. So I'll finish up now and just add the few little pieces like the orange and the cinnamon. All I'm going to do with those is literally just thread them on and add them onto it, like so. And the same with these pine cones. It needs, I feel it needs something. I actually was looking for some copper beech on the way back, because that has kind of an orangey tinge to it, browny orange. I couldn't find any. Anyway, I'm going to put these, hopefully these pine cones on somehow. Not sure yet. And also I managed to pick this up. This looks like Scots pine, but I don't know. But it has lovely pine cones on it. I don't know if I can do something with those. This is a little shrub from the garden, which is kind of red, which really highlights the kind of red colours. So we're going to add these pieces and finish up with this wreath.
Well, what have we got here?
It's finally done. It was a bit of a mammoth task, and I made it way too big to start with. So then I took them all apart and made the actual little bunches of shrubs much smaller, and then it was much more manageable. These are the fruit that I was showing you that I took out of the oven. It's just oranges and apples. These ones actually were taken from the old wreath. I think they're limes.
They just be sliced.
Lemons, but I don't know how they made them. So next year I'd like to have a go at making those.
And not everything was filmed. I think there was a bit of stress, was there? A little bit of grumpiness?
Well, you can just check out the mess in here. But it was good fun. I'm really happy with it. What really makes it is these berries. They're actually not holly berries. They're just off a different shrub that I was able to locate. But
they're
they really make it.
SV berries?
Yeah. I'll tell you another time when we got the berries. I did a little bit of pruning in the town. Anyway, but it looks good, I feel. I don't know where we're going to put it though, Rob.
They go on a front door.
You want to see if it'll fit on our door outside?
It'll have to go in such a way that we had a... Oh, they are prickly, these things, aren't they?
Prickly.
What the heck are they?
Destroyed. Some kind of spruce. I just
It
like how
has
they're blue colour.
straw and some... There used to be some wire on it. I don't know, is that still
I've
there?
taken all the wire off.
But it used to blow in the wind and it would scratch our door.
Yeah.
So that was an old wooden door that was painted. These doors are composite, so I'm not sure it should go on composite. Especially in the windy weather, we used to always bring ours in the wind.
No.
But it looks lovely on the door, so
I think ideally,
I think we should
when
put
we
it on
have
the
our
door.
front door done and our outside and people are actually coming to the door next year, it'll look amazing, won't it? Or even you could hang it on the wood next to the door.
that'd be nice, yeah.
So
I say we get it up tomorrow in the daylight and we see how it looks.
yeah, we'll have a look how it is. Yeah. So
Alright.
that's the end of the wreath making.
Let's move on.
We'll move on.
Welcome to the part of the video that every Irishman loves, the drinking segment. Tonight, I'm very excited to make my annual mulled wine. It's something, to be honest, we don't do that often, but when we do, we really enjoy it. It's a little bit of a recipe and it's a little bit of what you have in your house. In our house tonight, we have 19 crimes red wine. This is about a whole bunch of Irish people that broke the law and was shipped off to Australia.
My name is Michael Moore, but my brothers in Dublin know me as the Pike Maker. I was a blacksmith, and a blacksmith for the cause at that. I forged more dangerous fare than horseshoes, and paid the price with my brothers in Australia.
Nice to have. We have a little drop-in of Irish whiskey. I don't know what you call that. About a shot of Irish whiskey. We have a bunch of Christmas spice. We have cloves, mixed spice. Should use allspice actually. Juniper berries, ground ginger. We have some cinnamon. Cloves? Is that what it's called?
Cinnamon sticks.
Cinnamon sticks even. And we have some nutmeg, honey, and a few oranges. Oranges don't really go into this recipe, but another nice red wine recipe is sangria, which uses oranges. And oranges is just a little bit, how would you say, Christmassy, so we're going to use that. So some people actually use an orange liqueur in their mulled wine. Now we don't have that. We don't have brandy either. Whiskey, like we don't do spirits. Whiskey is probably what we always have for these sort of things. We certainly don't have brandy or any liqueurs. So I'm going to use the orange juice and the whiskey. So we'll just see how it goes. What I'm going to start off first is to juice one orange. And I am just rolling it now. This kind of breaks down the fibers inside in the orange, so it makes it that little bit easier to juice. I'm going to use the broken Le Creuset that Claire broke this. I'm sure somewhere in one of the barns we do have an electric juicer, don't we?
No.
We had 2 of them.
That was back in the Qatar days.
Yeah. The very first house we bought sometime around 2000, we got a juicer from Qatar. It was the only appliance we ever bought, wasn't it?
Yeah, we used it for everything.
That was the first appliance when we were only about 20, 21, 22. And it was cheap, it was only a fiver, and because of that we juiced everything. Winter we were making ice cubes from juice. Summer we were making any sort of juice we can. I think we tried to juice melon at one point. Anyway, so that's the juice of 1 orange, bits and all. With the second orange, we're just gonna take some slices. Gosh, it's very dry, Claire. And the knife is not really sharp. So this is more just for aesthetic, I think, really. Claire did all the prep, so...
It's your favourite knife.
I know, but I always sharpen a knife before I
Oh,
use it.
man.
I'm going to leave it at that, so I'll be all night otherwise. Gonna horse these in as well. Bosh. Next thing, we're going to get the bottle of wine. Oh! Now, you don't want to poison your family, so it's very important to test it.
Now you're meant to spit it in a bucket.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
I think it's okay.
It's all gone.
It's all gone, so it's fine. I'm just going to bash this up on heat. We're going to throw in a little bit of whiskey. Horse in a few cinnamon stickinis. We're going to get...
8.
Claire says we're going to get 8 cloves, which is about that much.
You're doing my trick.
Mixed
Plenty of
spice.
that. I don't think I'm... Take the top off.
No, that's fine. That's loads of mixed spice. Bit of ginger. Running low on the old ginger. You're going to have to get a bit more of this stuff. Yeah.
So, done.
No, it's about a third left. And juniper berries. I first came across juniper berries when we were, I think we were curing our own ham, wasn't it?
Oh, maybe.
Ham, curing
I
ham.
couldn't remember. I do remember having them, but I couldn't
If you make
remember what.
parma ham, you put it in a huge bucket of salt and juniper berries. Same with smoked salmon.
Mm-hmm. And actually spiced beef, which we will be doing.
Yeah. But I think, I don't know, the juniper berries are from the juniper tree, is it?
Oh, Jesus, I don't know.
They smell great. So we'll get a few of those in there as well. I think we got everything in now. Except
Honey.
the turmeric. Yes, honey?
No, that's nutmeg.
That's what I said. If you were watching the last episode, funnily enough, nutmeg isn't from the meg tree. Nutmeg is actually from, what was it?
Some kind of a peach.
Yeah, it's from a
It's
peach
actually
tree.
the stone of a kind of a peach, some kind of a peach tree.
Which makes sense. I was wondering if it was like a walnut, but
Lovely
it
smell
ain't.
of it.
Anyway, that's a good, I would say 1/3 of it, so that should be pretty strong now. I don't really like a lot of sweet stuff. What you want? How much you want?
Yeah, so I don't know. Maybe just one.
Yeah,
1
I think-
tablespoon.
I think you go a bit crazy with yours. That's it. We can almost at this point start tidying up. This is how I like to cook. In, out, slap it all about. We're done. Bish bosh.
Wooden spoon, maybe?
No, it's just to get all the honey off. Gosh, you can smell it already. This is one of the things I love about the induction cooker. It just gets up to temperature immediately. So you get your rolling boil and then you drop it back down just above a simmer, which is I think about 4 or 5 on this. I'm gonna go for 6 because we don't already have much time. Now this ain't gonna take much time. 15 minutes should be chef's kiss. So a little tidy up. I'll be back in a minute to show you.
So where are we with this, Rob?
Well,
On your drinkies.
so have a look. We are 15 minutes in. You can see it's lovely. You can see the flesh of the oranges are just kind of swelling, which means it should be infused with the juice. I'm just going to move it in here. Just in case something falls. Look at that.
Dad.
Oh my god.
Gosh, so much reduced down, didn't it?
Well, that's 500.
No, it was 8 or 750.
Yeah, 750, but with everything else, we did lose a nice bit, didn't we? Damn, I'm not going to be able to get this out. I just don't want it. Look at that. Look at the back. How cool is that? I just don't want this to splash in our glasses because, number one, I don't want to make a mess, which I seem to fail already on that. But number two, our glasses are very special glasses.
Yes.
Come on over here. So these glasses, I think they're about €100 each. Is that about right?
What?
Yeah. These are made by, they're crystal. They're made by a designer in Ireland called John Rocca. And when we got married, we were given 6 of these by...
Trays.
Trays, yeah. A good family friend. Trays, actually, if you're watching, hi. But when my parents lived in the Middle East, I was in boarding school and I met Claire in boarding school. And my family were way away. And Trays used to come and take us out for dinner every month. So that was nice. It was just the 3 of us used to go out. And when we got married, then Trays bought us these really nice glasses. And I don't know if Trays knows this, but they all smashed. So when
they got well used.
They got very well used. And I'd say half of them was us, half of them was just friends that came over because we had a hard marble floor throughout the house, so things were always smashing on it. And anyway, when we went to Dubai, my parents then bought us another 6, which was about, what's that, like 8 years ago or something? And we came home with all 6, but over the years, since then, my daughter started to become of age to have wine and the glasses started to smash.
Slowly disappeared.
So now we're down to 2 of the John Rocca glasses and we try to keep them for special occasions, such as our annual mulled wine. So I'm going to try and do this without spilling.
Oh, it shouldn't spill out of the jug.
Yeah, because my counter, as you know, is a porous concrete counter. There you go, Claire. Just try and do 2 for. I don't really want the juniper berries.
Cheers, Sonny.
Cheers.
Are these something you whipped up earlier?
You're meant to have mince pies.
You had pastry made in the fridge.
Yeah.
And that just shows how easy it is just to make them up, doesn't it?
We made mince pies about a week ago. The pastry, probably wasn't going to go off. I just wanted to use it, and we had some fruit.
We love the chocolate and mango, so chocolate and mango it is.
Yeah, it's very easy.
But we're not going to eat all these, clearly. But we might just have one with the wine. Is it hot?
Yeah. Quite tart.
Yeah, maybe more honey.
I'd say that's from the juice. But I've never had mulled wine with whiskey before. We thought we'd try it. I wasn't expecting it to be this nice. I don't think I want it any sweeter.
I'd like it a bit sweeter.
If it's sweeter, it
Just a small
tastes a
bit.
little bit like a soft drink. I think this is very nice. So what happens? Wine is about 13-14%. You reduce it down So it probably becomes 16, 17%, and you add in whiskey. So this is probably about 20% wine, isn't it?
Oh man.
It tastes very fruity.
Knock your head off.
Very spicy.
It is very spicy, it's lovely. It is really nice.
Cinnamon and nutmeg, really, really good.
You put plenty of it in, and I think I needed to do that when I was doing my
And then we cleanse our
Pie.
palate with a mango and chocolate mince pie. Oh. Bellissima. And we give it the full swooshy. Oh. It just melts the chocolate even more.
Yeah. I'm not having a mince pie. I already had one. But they do look absolutely amazing this time without being burnt. So well done.
I'll take it.
So we'll see you tomorrow. See you later.
Slán.
What are we doing today?
I don't know.
Okay, good morning everybody.
Howdy, folks.
And hello to the kitchen.
Hello to the
I don't know. Okay.